Hello my dear students, very good morning to you all. How are you doing in this morning? Hope all of you are keeping fine. Yes dear students, I suppose you have already understood our previous class. Our previous class was on Act 2, Scene 6. And today we are going to learn, please look at the board, Act 2, Scene 7, Test 1 to 80. Probably we will take the whole thing. And in this particular part of the scene, in this scene, the main characters present are our Portia and Morocco. Who is this Morocco? Prince of Morocco. A prince who has come to participate in the casket contest from Morocco. Now, where is the location where actually this scene is taking place? This scene is taking place in a room in Portia's house. And what is the context of this one? The context of this one is that Morocco's selection of the casket. This is what we are going to learn today. And by going to the test, please have the pencil with you so that you can note down the things that I teach. This is the first of the three scenes where a suitor makes his choice of the three caskets. You know that to propose Portia, so many suitors have come from various parts of the world, and here the first Prince of Morocco, is here to make his selection of the casket. Here the Prince of Morocco is attracted by the gold casket which says, "Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire." So in this one we will understand that Prince of Morocco gets so much attracted to the golden casket and also to the inscriptions that are written on it. "Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire." He is dazzled, surprised by the outward appearance of gold, and chooses the wrong casket which contains a skull. So now from this itself, we have, from the introduction itself, you have understood that which casket was selected by Prince of Morocco and what was the reward that he got. Okay. Thus he loses the lottery and leaves at once with a heavy heart. What is the meaning of heavy heart? Heavy heart means a sorrowful heart, or a heart that is filled with disappointment and sadness. Portia is relieved of having got rid of a suitor whom she does not like. Portia doesn't like this suitor Morocco because first and foremost he is from Africa, he is a black man and he has no quality, no personality and so on. So Portia actually did not want to get married to this type of persons, and she is so happy to get rid of this man. Okay, let us come to the test in detail. And a room in Portia's house, flourish of cornets. Flourish of cornets means musical instrument. Like that one, okay? And the Portia with the Prince of Morocco and their trains. And their trains, again I say trains means followers. Shakespearean language, trains means the attendants or the followers. Portia. Go draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now make your choice. So, in the beginning of the scene, we come to know that Portia gave order or command to her attendant to separate the curtains and reveal the caskets before our Prince of Morocco. Immediately, the servant separates the curtain, pulls away the curtain, and she tells our Portia, "So now make your choice. Prince of Morocco, please make your choice." Morocco. The first of gold, who this inscription bears. The first is of gold. "Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire." Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. The second silver which this promise carries, "Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves." And the third one, the dull led with warning, all are blunt, who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Yes, dear students, please you have to understand and read by heart these three inscriptions written on various caskets. For example, the inscription on the golden casket says that, who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Immediately Prince of Morocco thought that this is the desire of many men in the world to get married to Portia, because there is no other greater lady in this universe. Then second one is that is on silver. What is written there? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. A person will get things in life only as much as he or she deserves in his or her life. More than that, she is not going to get anything. And the third, which is the third casket? The third casket is leaden casket, lead casket. And what is the inscription written here? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Who chooseth me? If you are going to select me, you need to give me whatever you have, and you have to risk all the things upon me. How shall I know if I do choose the right? How shall? Please underline all these inscriptions. And the next question of Prince of Morocco is asking, how shall I know whether I have made the right selection of the casket? Then Portia, the one of them contains my picture. Portia says, one of these caskets contains my picture. Prince, if you choose that, then I am yours withal. One of these caskets of gold, silver and lead, one of these caskets contains my picture. If you select the casket in which my picture or my portrait is kept, then immediately I shall become yours with whatever I have. Morocco, some God direct my judgment. Now we are going to learn a very long speech, and in this speech we are going to see how Morocco is going to make an analysis of these caskets. Let us see. Some God direct my judgment. Let some power, heavenly power, direct my judgment. Let God help me to make the correct judgment of the casket. Let me see. I will survey the inscription from the back. See, first he began with gold, silver and lead. Now he is in this side. Now he is going to revise what he has already read, and he is going to begin with leaden casket. What is the inscription written there on the leaden casket? It says that, who chooseth me must give and hazard all he had. Who chooseth me? If you are going to select me, then you have to give me whatever you have, and you have to hazard me. Hazard means to take risk. Hazard all he had. Whatever possessions, property you have, you need to risk on me. Must he for what? Immediately he just goes with the words, must give. What should I give? What shall I give? For what? For lead? For getting this lead casket? For getting this lead casket, I need to give all the things? No. Hazard for lead? I need to take all the risk in my life just for getting this lead useless casket? This casket threatens, dhamki de raha hai. This casket is threatening me. Men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantage. All the people who takes risk in their life, they all hope to get reward or advantages. That means without aiming at some profit, no people in the universe go for any type of hazard, or they will never take any type of risk in in hazarding or in risking the things. Do it in hope of fair advantages, for getting good advantages. A golden mind stoops not to shows of dross. Look at the reference number, that is noble mind. Golden mind. Morocco thinks that his mind is so golden, shows of crowns, worthless shows. A noble mind does not lower itself to consider a worthless thing such as it appears. Morocco thinks that his mind is so consistent, so noble, and such a noble heart will never lower itself to consider a worthless, useless thing such as it appears. Thus, he says that, no, I don't want to make the selection of this casket because a golden mind, a strong mind will never lower itself before a worthless object as it appears. So, must give for what? Lead, hazard for lead. This casket threatens men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mind stoops not to shows of draws. I will then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. AUGHT. Aught means anything. No, I am not going to risk or give anything for lead. So he rejects the lead casket because he did not want just to lower his mind to an object which is looking so ugly. Then, who chooseth me? Then what says the silver with her virgin hue? What is saying this? What is the silver casket says? Now he goes and interprets the inscription that is written on the silver casket and says that, see, who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. A person in his or her life gets only as much as he or she deserves. More than that, it is not going to get. You are not going to get. In the Hindi कहावत we have heard, दाने दाने पर लिखा है खाने वाले का नाम, isn't it? Exactly like that way. If the things are going to be in your side, definitely that is going to be with you. As much as he deserves, pause there Morocco. As much as he deserves, then he pauses, he stops for a short time and weigh thy value. Pause there Morocco and weigh thy value. Consider your value with an even hand. Even hand means a single hand. If thou beest rated by the estimation, thou dost deserve enough. If you consider yourself, if you will value yourself, then you will come to know that you definitely deserve Portia in your life. Thus, if thou beest, that means rated by the estimation, calculation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. So, you may deserve very well, but you may not go beyond the value of Portia. Comparing to Portia, your value may not go beyond her, but in your life, definitely you deserve Portia. Thou dost deserve enough, and yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And yet to be afraid of my deserving were but a weak disabling of my selling. And if I feel afraid of my deserving, it is just like were but a weak disabling of myself. That means look at reference number, that means 27 onwards. Deserve enough, merit a good deal, yet lady, yet that may not be sufficient to possess his fair maid, and yet to be myself, and yet to be ensured of what I deserve is a sign of weakness which would bring discredit on disabling myself, or which may work against my chances of winning the lady. This doubt that may disable Morocco in winning the lady. Where but? Now where but means would be only a weak disabling of myself. As much as I deserve. As much as I deserve. Why? That is the lady. As much as I deserve. I deserve the lady. This lady is Portia. I deserve Portia in my life. I do in birth deserve her. see now Morocco is going to make a comparison of his life with the life of Portia, and he says that Portia is born in a royal family, same way Morocco is also born in a royal family. Portia's educational background is strong, same way Morocco's educational background is also very strong. In upbringing and quality, education, money, all those things, Portia is very strong, same way Morocco is also very strong. Thus, Morocco feels that in all the things, he is somewhat equal to Portia. And more than all these things, his sincere love for Portia, that makes him much more stronger. Now let us see test number 30 onwards. As much as I deserve, why that is the lady? I do in birth deserve her. And in fortunes means in luck, in money, in finance, all those things. In graces and qualities of breeding, in the both of them are born and brought up in royal background, royal families. But more than this, more than above my royal birth, financial condition, education, qualities, and so on. But more than these, in love I do deserve. In my love for Portia is so sincere. What if I strayed no further? Why should I go further? Why should I wander further? But choose here. Why don't I stop and make the selection here itself? Anyway, let's see once more this saying graved in gold. Anyway, why should? See, almost after interpreting the silver casket, he thought of making a selection then and there itself, but he just paused for a moment, and again he just went to look at what is written in the golden casket. What is written in the golden casket? It says that, who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Who chooseth me? If you are going to select me, that is the desire of many men in the universe. Now here, our Morocco gets so much attracted to the wordings, and he makes the error here. Let us see. Why, that is the lady. All the world desires her. The entire world. Morocco immediately interprets that the entire world wants to get married to this lady. That means that is the lady all the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come. From four corners like north, south, east, west. From all these four directions, suitors are coming to Belmont to propose Portia. Yes. So that is what our Prince of Morocco is saying, that from the four corners of the earth. Four corners of the earth means four directions of the earth they come to kiss this shrine. What is a shrine? Shrine is a pilgrim place. It is given there. Yes, to kiss this shrine, reference number 40. A shrine is a place where any sacred relic of a holy person is kept. Pilgrims kiss the relic to show their respect. Now, suitors from four corners of the universe, they are coming to kiss this shrine. That is to get the vision of Portia. She is considered as a saint here. To kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. Who is this mortal breathing saint? This mortal breathing saint is referred to this mortal breathing saint is referred to Portia. Mortal and immortal. Mortal means mar jane wala. Yes. Those who are supposed to die. Immortal. Who is immortal? Only God is immortal. So people from different corners of the world are coming to Belmont to kiss this living saint or mortal breathing saint. The living saint, that is referred to Portia. The Hyrcanian deserts and the vasty wilds of wide Arabia are as thoroughfares now for princes to come view fair Portia. The Hyrcanian deserts to cross in a, see look at Hyrcanian desert, look at reference number 41, that is a desert region to the south of the Caspian Sea. Hyrcania was a province of the ancient Persian Empire. Vastly wilds means vast wilderness. So princes, they cross, various princes, they cross Hyrcanian deserts, then vast wilds, what wilds means wilderness, and the Hyrcanian deserts and the vasty wilds of wide Arabia are a thoroughfares. Thoroughfares means main roads. See, suitors cross Hyrcanian deserts, wild was, that means wilderness, rivers, brooks and so on, as if they are traveling in a main road, highway. Thoroughfares now for princes to come view fair Portia. The watery kingdom means referring to the water bodies, that is seas, oceans, lakes, canals, rivers and so on. The watery kingdom whose ambitious head, watery kingdom, that is mainly referring to the oceans and seas, ambitious head spits in the face of heaven is no bar to stop the foreign spirits, but they come as over a brook. Brook means a small stream to see fair Portia. So the watery kingdom, that means oceans and seas, are not at all a bar or hindrance for these princes to come and they make a visit to this Portia, and they cross these oceans and seas like they cross a small brook. What is a brook? Brook means a small river. They are crossing like us over a brook to see fair Portia on these three contains the Portia. Now again he is this one. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. One of these caskets contains her divine picture. Heavenly picture means divine picture. Is it like that lead contains her? Now again he is just making the final analysis. Is there any possibility that this lead casket contains, Portia's picture? No, he says that it were damnation. Damnation means eternal punishment. That means after death we will be, our soul according to our behavior on earth, our soul may be placed in heaven or hell. The souls that are sent to hell, they are called the damnation, eternal damnation. Keeping the picture in the lead casket is like an eternal damnation. To think so base is a thought. It were too gross to rip her cerecloth in the obscure grave. It is a serious crime. That means to think so base, such a low thinking, that her picture is kept in this useless, ugly lead casket. That thinking itself is a very bad thing. It were too gross. It were too gross means, see, lead is too gross a metal to rip her cerecloth, to enclose a waxed cloth in which a body is wrapped for burial. Dark, that means even such cloth, such casket cannot be used for keeping her cerecloth. That means the cloth that is used to cover a dead body, coffin in Hindi we say. Yes, to think so base a thought, it were too gross. Too gross means useless metal to rip her, to enclose her cerecloth. Cerecloth means coffin or the white cloth that is used to cover a dead body in the obscure. In the obscure means dark grave. What is grave? Grave is a place where a pit or a tomb where dead body is buried. Or shall I think the silver, in silver she is immured? That means, shall I think in this silver casket her body is placed? Shall I think being, yes, or shall I think In silver she is immured. Immured means, that means locked up. Shall I think her picture is locked up in this? Immured means locked up in this silver casket, being 10 times undervalued to tried gold, that is tried and tested, purified gold. Shall I think that her picture is kept in this silver casket, which is 10 times inferior to a tried, purified gold? Oh, sinful thought. No, that is also a sinful thought. Never so rich a gem, never such a precious gem was set in worse than gold. So such precious gem, Portia is such a priceless or precious gem that can never be kept anything lesser than a golden casket. So finally he thinks, yes, they have in England a coin that bears the figure of an angel. Those days in England, coins, gold coins were present, and on this gold coin outer side it was engraved the figure of an angel, like in our 1 rupee coin. On the one side we have say head and tail, isn't it? Yes. Or on some of this one we will find the engraved the map of India, or the what we say Ashoka's thumb and so. Same way, those days in England, in the coins, means there was a graved picture of an angel. Let us see Archangel Michael. See, look at reference number 56, a gold coin on which the figure of an angel, Archangel Michael, standing upon and piercing the dragon was engraved. A coin that bears the figure of an angel stamped in gold, but that is inculped upon, that is inculped. That picture of an angel is insculped, means made outside the gold coin. But here an angel in a golden bed lies all within. But here another angel is sleeping in the golden bed. So finally our Morocco almost thinks that definitely her picture is inside the golden casket. But here, and so here you have to remember which are the two angels. One angel lying in the golden bed is referred to Portia, and the second angel, that is the insculpted form of an angel, that is Archangel, that was drawn outside the coin in England, that was there. So, but here an angel in a golden bed lies with all. Deliver me the key, and he, please hand over the key. Deliver me the key means please hand over the key. Here do I choose and thrive, as I may. See, he says, thrive, whatever my success may be, whatever may be the result, I do select this golden casket. Please hand over the key. There, take it, prince, and if my form lie there, then I am yours. Once again, Portia is saying that, please take the key is there, please take it, and if my form, if my picture is found there, then immediately I will be yours. He opens the golden casket. Oh hell, what we have here? A carrion death, within whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I will read the writing. Oh my goodness, what is this? There is a carrion death, that is a skull, and in his eye socket what is there? Just eye socket, what is there? A chart or a something written there, scroll that is written there. So what he got, just yes, like you may have seen this one, isn't it? Like this one you may have seen, and he says that a carrion death, within whose empty eye there is a written scroll. Scroll means a chart, a roll of paper in which some message is written. A little those things were used by our kings to make a public proclamation. I will read the writing. Read, all that glitters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded tombs do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs in judgment old, your answer had not been inscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is gold. So, dear students, a very beautiful poem. You all need to by heart this poem, and you can use it for a poetry competition and so on, reciting competition. So he says that all that glitters is not gold. All the shining materials that you find in the earth is not gold. Often you have heard that told. Very often you have heard people telling that all the shining materials are not gold. Many a man his life hath sold. Many people in their life, they have sacrificed many things to but outside to behold. To get these shining materials in their life, they have sacrificed so many things in their life. Gilded tomb, that means shining tombs. Gilded means glittering tombs, which is enfolded, do worms enfold, contains. What is inside the tombs? That decaying body that is feasted by these worms. Had you been as wise as bold, you were so courageous, your intelligence also should have been so beautiful. Young in limbs, you are young in limbs, your organs are young, but your judgment should have been the judgment of an old man. In judgment old, your decision making, you should have been behaving like an old man. Your answer has not been installed. So your reward is not mentioned here. Fare you well, goodbye to you, your suit is cold. That means your hopes are dead. As your hopes are dead, please goodbye to you. So all of you need to remember this poem and learn by heart. Cold indeed and labor loss. Yes, my hopes are so cold and my labor, my hard work is lost. Then farewell, heat and welcome frost. So farewell, then farewell, that is farewell heat. Heat means the hotness, hot condition. Farewell to heat, and he welcomes cold because his hope is dead. Portia, adieu, goodbye. I have too grieved a heart. I have too grieved. I have a heart which is filled with too much sorrows and disappointment to take a tedious leave, to continue, to go by a return journey. Thus losers part. That is the way the losers go back to their house. Exit with his train, flourish of corners. Portia, a gentle riddance, happy deliverance, happy saving. Draw the curtains, go. Let all of his complexion choose me. So let all the people like him make the same type of selection. Thus Portia is so happy. Yes, dear students, I would like to wind up this class. We have completed the explanation part of scene 7. Test number 1 to 80. The explanation is over. Now your homework, 2 homeworks I would like to give. Please write down the summary of this particular class in your own ways, 4 to 5 sentences. Homework number 2. What are the reasons which made Morocco to reject lead as well as silver caskets? And what made him to select the golden caskets? One each sentence answer only. Then third question, please write down the summary of the scroll which Prince of Morocco received from this golden casket. Alright, so please watch this video, subscribe my channel, Alan's Tutorial, then you can get the notifications as soon as I send these new videos. So if any doubt is there, please contact me, I will give the explanation. Alright. So until we see again with our next video class, you take care, stay home, stay protected by completing your studies. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful day.